Hey everybody, this is Justin with United Fundraising. I'm the Regional Vice President.
Hey, it's Zach here. I'm President of United.
Yeah, and I was going to talk to you folks, we're going to talk to you folks a little bit today about what to expect on Delivery Day.
Delivery Day. A lot of sales are won and lost for the next year based on how the company handles the delivery day.
I think it's fair to say that we would consider it the most stressful, busiest day of the entire process.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all sunshine and roses when you're planning out the fundraiser and you're doing the kickoff and everything, but the rubber really meets the road on that delivery day. So.
Absolutely. So because of that, we kind of want to go through some things that will hopefully make this actually just another day in the life of a PTA volunteer or
absolutely.
an
So
administrator.
let's get specific on what you can do to take that stress level down. I have over 10 years in fundraising, and I've been at too many deliveries. So get help. That's number one. Get help. Your fifth graders, oh my gosh, a lot of muscle, a lot of energy. Oh my gosh, I have a second grader, okay? That guy can do more work than me just about physical labor. A bunch of fifth graders, wow, so you get a bunch of boxes to sort out and everything. Talk to safety patrol, fifth grade. Get a few kids going. That's going to be
huge.
Could be your salvation.
Huge, and of course, all the adult supervision all the adult help that you can get as well is also huge. I would say I call it planning the attack. Very big. Think through the whole process.
Think through it.
Remember that this is not a box truck, most likely, that's going to be coming to your school. It's a tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, right? So you have to think of the route. And I've been to a million schools where the route is hard for a car to get through, much less a trailer truck. So there's always a way for a tractor trailer to get in. Think about where you want that truck to come in. And then think about where he's going to be dropping that load, of course, and taking it into the school. Well, and actually the whole route in the school.
Absolutely, the whole route in the school. That's a big deal. What you don't want is, oh my God, this semi-truck is here. What do we do?
Yeah,
and you want to think about stuff, the big double doors. What do they have in the middle? They got that big divider right in the middle. Maintenance can take that divider right out, okay? So if the truck driver, Joe, wheels up that pallet on the pallet jack, and he comes up that big double door. Keep in mind, your staging area is 300 feet that way, and he just drops these pallets at the door because that divider's there. You're talking probably 5-10 man hours to get the stuff from here to there. Yeah. Keep in mind, Joe wants to get in his truck and get to the next stop. So think through it. Okay, the semi-truck's going to back up right over here. He's going to wheel the pallets to there. We get a divider right there. Take that divider down, wheel the pallets directly up to the cafeteria stage, and that's where we'll unload.
And I will tell you, this is just for what it's worth. A lot of people, if they're distributing to classroom, in other words, if it's a gift sale, they might actually just drop all of the pallets right in the hallway because they're going to do a quick distribution down the different hallways, depending what grade it is. If, like you said, if it's maybe a cookie dough and you're going for a centralized delivery, then you can have them bring it right up to the cafeteria, right up to the stage, and put it right by the stage.
Well, we oftentimes, I'll get schools that will call me up and say, oh my gosh, Zach, what are we going to do with all this cookie dough? And we can say, well, okay, this is the size of your sale. This is exactly how many boxes it's going to be. And you'd be amazed, 25 feet of wall space in the hallway is a great place to put it. A lot of times people think delivery day and they say, where are we going to put all this stuff? Well, talk to us. Talk to your rep. We can look at it. We can tell you exactly. We can tell you down to the square foot just about how much hallway space you need, where exactly to put it. We can work with you on that. And that's very important.
Yeah, and then when it actually comes in, it's going to be sorted one of two ways. So if it's a gift sale, most likely it's going to be it's going to be organized so you can distribute to each classroom. So when you pull these boxes off, it's going to be sorted by classroom and teacher first, and then of course within the box is going to be the actual children's name alphabetically. So you can stack those up and get those. If it's going to be cookie dough, most likely it'll be organized by child's name. And we've got a really neat numerical system where instead of you having to think A, B, C, D, E, F, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each child may have more than one box that's associated with his order, and you will notice if you're box number 1, for instance, in other words, you're an A, and you have 5 boxes, there'll be 5 boxes marked number 1. So all you really got to think about is, okay, as my kids are helping me unload this pallet, we're going to stick all the 1s here, the 2s right next to it, 3s, so on and so forth, and you have a perfectly organized delivery.
We have a lot of debates that open up when we show up to do a cookie dough delivery, and everyone has a different idea on how they want to run it. And it's great if you really want to run it a specific way, but I'll tell you the best way that I've seen it run, how I do it when I'm there, is the pallets are going to be marked pallet 1, pallet 2, pallet 3, pallet 4. Take those pallets and remember truck driver Joe, okay, the guy that wants to get back in the truck and get to the next stop? have them work a little bit. So put your pallet number 1 right over here. And then next to it, don't put pallet number 3, put pallet number 2, then number 3, then number 4. Space them out like that. And how these pallets are done is at the top of pallet number 1 is order number 1. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to order number 40. Pallet number 2 starts at 41 down to 80. Then it's 81 down, and so on. And so you can just pick these boxes off and stack them. A lot of times what I do when I do a cookie dough delivery is I'll take order number 1, stack it on the bottom, and I'll stack maybe up to 5 high, so up to order number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and I'll stack the orders. So when you go into that room after we've gotten all these pallets unloaded, you start at one end of the room with order number 1, and it goes around the room 20, 40, 60, 80, up to order number 100. And that way you know where all the orders are in numeral order, okay? And then, say I'm standing there, I'm the PTA volunteer, I'm standing there when all the parents start to come and pick up the cookie dough. Say Justin Cook walks in to pick up his order. Well, I've got a list in front of me. We supply you with this list. So I've got this list in front of me with every order in alphabetical order. So
Right.
I just go down to Cook, Justin, okay, your order number 50.
Right.
So I know right where, if order number 1 is there, and order number 100 is there, 50 is right there. So I just go over to order number 50, boom, grab it, give it to Justin, tell him have a great life, catch you later. Another thing too on cookie dough and in gift wrap, don't check the orders. We've pulled these orders for you, we've entered these orders for you, and we've packed these orders for you, and guess what? Who gets blamed if the orders are pulled or sorted wrong? Us. Okay?
That's right.
It's not on you, it's on us. Parents can call us or they can call you, but we take care of those problems right away.
Absolutely.
And you can call me personally if we don't, okay? As president, I get very involved in that. We have an absolute, positively, customer is always right policy, and you do not have to worry about checking these orders. They're packed right most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, and we take care of those customers. Our object is if any wheels get squeaky at all from the parents, we try to unsqueak them and get them taken care of so they don't bother you as a sponsor. And that's very important to us.
And then just one little quick thing. When you're setting up your room, I think it's a good idea to have a table sort of, let's say you have a room and there's a door that obviously the parents are going to be coming in. Have a table set there that sort of stops them and have a volunteer right there and have your kids or whoever else is helping you actually pull the order to the front for the parents, so you don't have a bunch of parents running around picking their own order. This is in the case of, obviously, a cookie dough delivery, and you will, Zach mentioned earlier, there's a sheet that's going to have every order listed and that person's name. Go ahead and have the parents sign off on all those, so that way, the next day, little Johnny can't call up and say, hey, Miss Smith, I didn't get my order. You can look and say, oh, you know what? Right here, I see Mrs. Smith actually signed off the order, and it went home. So anyways, just a couple little tips to make your life easier in the long run.
Nice little tidbits, for sure, absolutely.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to us, and we'll hope to see you soon.
Thank you.